Welcome to Vegan Method. Today I'm making Bliss Balls, which are also known as energy balls. They are great for pre-workout. You can use them in the middle of a run, for recovery. They're very high in carbs, they've got natural sugars, a little bit of protein, and are generally healthy. To make the Bliss Balls, I've got 100 milliliters of orange juice, 225 grams of pitted dates, 150 grams of oats, 130 grams of cashews, 70 grams of cherries and 30 grams of chocolate chips. I've also got some desiccated coconut to go on the outside. So the first step is to soak the dates into some hot water, and this will soften them up before they go into the food processor, and maybe check if there's any stones left over, which there usually isn't. While they're softening, I'm going to put the cashews into the food processor and break them up into little pieces because I don't want big chunky nuts inside the balls. Now I've drained the dates and I'm adding them to the food processor. I've not cleaned out the nut dust because that can just get chewed up into the mixture once it's going. So now I'm going to add in the glacier cherries, and I'm also going to add the chocolate chips and the nuts that have already been blended. Now I'm just going to give it a whiz, just going to mix it around a little bit before I add in the oats or the orange juice, because I just want to keep it as grainy and mixed up as possible. Now I'm going to add in all the oats. I'm just going to sprinkle them in around the tub, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of a whiz again. And while it's blending, I'm going to add in half the orange juice, and at this point I've had to poke down the mixture to catch the blade because it's too sticky. Next I'm going to add in the rest of the orange juice. Once again I had to poke the mixture down to catch the blade, but it's almost finished now. It's starting to look like a really good mixture. So the mix isn't too wet, it's not too dry, but it's very sticky. So I'm going to take it out and put it into a little bowl, and then I'm going to get some gloves because I don't want date all over my hands. I'm going to roll it into balls and then add the coconut on the outside. The coconut you don't have to do, but it just adds a really good texture to it, good flavour, and looks pretty cool. So just repeat this for the rest of the balls, and then the best thing to do is pop them in the fridge. You can put them in the freezer, which will make them harder quicker, but I tend to pop them in the fridge and leave them for the next day while I have them prior to going to the gym. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave your comments below.